Hello, YouTube. It is I, Sneaky Teak, coming at you live today with Fabular, Once Upon a Spacetime. Boom. Gorgeous looking menu. Now, I am taking a sneak peek at this game. I have access to it early, so needless to say, this is a copy of the game that has been given to me by the devs freely. Full disclosure. The demo is being released for Steam Next Fest in just a couple weeks, but if you're watching this video, there's already a push of the demo to Steam. Look down below for links if you'd like to try it out. Eager to take a look at this game today, or teak a look, I should say, because this is actually a game that we've looked at a previous DIY Dimathon, which I run on my Twitch channel. Fabular says, cross blades with space knights in an epic roguelike where the futuristic and medieval collide. Battle, loot, and upgrade your way across the galaxy, defeating rival ships and gripping melee combat on a quest to save your kingdom from destruction. I remember thinking that this was fabulous space knight ships with swords. It reminded me greatly of Hammerflight, which is a game that some of you may recognize, an older game. And I finally got my hands on it, so let's take a look. Fabular, Once Upon a Spacetime. Training lesson. Good morning, young majesty. You're quite early today. Itching to get your daily dose of training, says this sweet lizard knight. Father may call on me at any time. You know I want to be ready. Oh, every lizard under every rock in the kingdom knows how much you want to go after the Void Lords, young one. But your father has his reasons for not letting you go. This old gecko here, for example, would like nothing more than to go himself. Gecko, huh? I see those feet. But his king ordered him to stay put and guard the castle while keeping an eye out on the last remaining heir to the throne. I like the little glitchy effect that they have going on. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. It reminds me of like the what do they call it? The docent dossier when you're getting a briefing, right? Like the briefings in the old Metal Gear games or something. Speaking of whom, are you ready for today's lesson? Okay, we have let's get to it, what's on the agenda, or do you still believe I shall not go? Do you not believe in me, master? Do you still believe I shall not go? Oh, on the contrary, your majesty. You're more resilient than an oak, and your mind soars quicker than an eagle. I have no reason to doubt your talent. But half the kingdom is gone now. Many brave souls ventured forth, yet none of them has returned. Not even your big brothers. Are you sure it is the wisest choice for you to leave on a perilous quest right now? You are the future of our kingdom, after all. I'm really vibing on this music. I love the combination of like a little bit twang and funk, but also kind of glitchy. It's cool. If I don't go to the kingdom, it might not have a future at all. It's the only choice, and my father knows it. Oh, that's repeat text. Okay. Well, then we've said our piece, I guess. Let's get to it. What's on the agenda? Let's get to it. Well, you've been practicing 7 days a week for the last 7 weeks. You're not likely to get any sharper than this. But as the saying goes, repetition breeds expertise. So how about we go through the basics again? And before you ask, yes, we can spar at the end if you do well during the exercise. Huh! Very well then. This time I'll beat you, Lombardo. Let's head to the training grounds. Okay. Follow me to training, young master. Little map situation. Astral map situation. Press left click to travel to selected node. Each jump on the star map costs a sunblast. Up here in the top left, I guess, it looks like that's our FTL juice. Yeah, the sounds are very satisfying. Here we are, little master. Show me what you can do. Show me your moves. All right. Prepare for combat. Turning with the mouse. Go ahead, young majesty. Warm up your engines and test your flight controls. WASD movement. Ooh. I'm fighting meteorites. Can they hurt me? They sure can. Okay. So we shouldn't crash into these. Says 1 is my sword. 2 is something we don't have yet. Space is block. Cool. That's kind of sweet. Will it let me run into a meteor? Wow, we completely nullify damage when we do that. But it uses up some shield. Did you see that when we hit it hard? Flight controls nominal. Let's test your weapon systems. Okay, that's as quick as it gets. When it says quick attacks, it doesn't mean super... Oh, no. Starting to spam it faster. So far, so good, young one. Let's deal some heavier blows. Well done, little majesty. Now show me how to land a perfect strike. Hold, click, and release when cockpit flashes for a perfect strike. Okay, it's... Ah! It also has a sound cue. Boop, boop. Right there. That's really nice. The sound cue really helps. I'm honestly probably going to pay closer attention to that. Reminds me of Great Sword from Monster Hunter. Nicely done. Now, want to use that blaster gadget? Fill up your energy reserves first. Defeat the opponent with melee attacks to gain an energy orb. So our basic attacks are doing 5, 8, 5. I was going to try to compare basics to powered. The basics honestly hit pretty freaking hard. There it is. There's a little arrow off screen that we needed to find. There's some kind of range finding in this game, getting just out of range of the opponent. It's gonna take some practice. Time to unleash your ranged attacks, little master. Press/hold right click to fire plasma blaster. Hit targets with quick, heavy, and perfect ranged attacks. Okay. That was quick. But we used up all of our sauce. So we got to get more sauce now. Now we'll do... Ooh, okay. Okay, it's got the same timing game. Kill targets with melee attacks to gain more energy orbs. Yeah, noted. That was heavy, but not perfect, and it actually wanted me to do that. Time to guard yourself, but remember that if your shield loses all hit points, it'll be gone for the rest of the battle. Wonder if there's a perfect shield timing. So far, so good, little majesty. Let's continue with today's training. Follow me on to the star map. Will do. Continue to follow me, young master. Oh, it let me go even though I had no juice. Oh, it's gonna tell me about that, okay. Watch out, little majesty. Your fuel reserves have run out. Reserves. Right, my fuel reserve, my jorbs. You should know better than traveling without sunblast. It causes considerable damage to your ship. Fortunately, all shops run a teleportation beacon, so you can travel to them at no cost. I suggest you teleport to one immediately and spend some stardust. Meet me at the next star map node when you have enough sunblast to continue. My bad, I'll jump to the shop to buy some fuel. Okay. Jump to the shop, activate the minimap, and teleport to the shop nearby. Press question mark to open the minimap? Question mark? I wonder if this is more tuned for controller. I'll quickly look at that. Ability 1, ability 2, movement absolute. Ability 8? So interesting. Ability 1, 2 is our block, okay. 3 is right click. E, left alt, R, T, Q. If these really get filled up, then yeah. This definitely feels like a controller situation. I'll do for the demo. I'll do KBM, but that if we're really going to be managing that many abilities, this really feels like something that might feel nice on a controller, especially given that it's got this analog movement component. Okay. How the heck do I open this mini-map? Press question mark. Tab? Tab. Ah, okay. I think that might just be a bug in my copy of the demo. Select the shop node to teleport there. It's curious that I couldn't just do that from the map that we saw, that we had to go to the mini-map for this. Quien sabe? Visit vendor to buy Sunblast. Okie dokie. Visit vendor. I believe you're looking for Sunblast. Yes. How did you know? They also have Servitomat. Consume restores 25 hit points to your current armor. Only applicable if current armor is damaged. Cannot repair lost armor plates. Full armor plate. Fully restore one of your lost armors. Okay. Let's go Sunblast buy. And Sunblast buy. We now have 6 Sunblast. Plenty. Come on, let's head home. Little Gecko, what was your voice? Halt! Your money or your life. What? What? Bandits here, so close to the palace? How dare you? Step aside, young one. Let me teach these scoundrels a lesson. No, Lombardo, it's time I proved myself. Consider this my graduation. Whoa there, young blade. You still lack the experience of a real star fight. But the proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say, so maybe it is time to test yourself. All right, I'll step aside, but I'm going to keep an eye on you from a distance. I admire your courage, little majesty, but don't be reckless, and remember you're training well. I shall best them, Sir Lombardo, don't you worry. Weapons, arms deployed, shield powered up, heart racing, combat, here I come. You know, the individual who sent me this key did say that one of the reasons that they liked this and that it stood out to them over other roguelikes was, among other things, a pretty decent story. And this is definitely giving me the weight of, like, Griftlands. This is not quite the bare bones, you know, get in, get out, desktop dungeons kind of traditional roguelike experience. Definitely has a little bit more of that RPG story body to it. And I can get into that. I like it. I like the world building so far. Space Knights. Space Chivalry. It's not dead. All right, time for fighting. Timing this. Okay, there's a lot of dodging that you can do, actually. We're freaking wrecking these fools right now. Big hits, big hits. It says Royal Warrior. Oh, they're blocking. I get it. You're dead, Jim. All right. And now we actually have some shooting that we can do. Are there more? No, I think that was the fight. Space booty. Look what the cat dragged in, says Pony Emblem. I got a Sunblast. Very cool. And some Stardust. That looks useful. Yay. Take all. We already did. Young one, are you all right? Whoa, have you seen that, Lombardo? They went supernova. I'm victorious. Very well done, young majesty. I'm proud of you, but there's no time to celebrate right now. While you were sparring, I received a call from the royal palace that your kingly father wishes to speak with you personally. Could it be the call that I've been hoping for? Well, there's only one way to find out. Please gather your equipment, and your thoughts as well, if I might suggest, and return to the palace immediately. I'll go at once. See you back at the throne room. The Orbital Palace. Nice font. That said Royal Warrior. I wonder if that was just kind of a default enemy type for the demo, or if that's supposed to be a bit of a, you know, a little foreshadowing situation. This is cool. I guess that was probably Lombardo there, who's with me. And then the Kingly Jester. And then who's this? Lord Chamberlain. Receive advice. I bid you welcome, Royal Highness, on the threshold of the adventure of your life. So, he changed his mind at last? How do I look? Too young for comfort, child. I'm not a child, Your Grace. Not anymore. I fought a battle. Your childhood is yet to end officially. Enjoy it while it lasts, and let this old man find solace in the false conviction you never grew up in the first place. You're funny. How come you never get credit for it? Smart and eloquent as a royal heir should be. I can see why His Majesty is so fond of you. Avoiding someone for years is a peculiar way to show affection. Now you are being naughty. His Majesty went to hell and back to keep you out of harm's way. If you say so. So, how is my father, Your Grace? He is king. The realm suffers, and the only thing he can do about it is the one he wants most to avoid. How well would you be in his place? He spends too much time in the flow for a man of his age. He would not even ride it properly, just lies back in it and lets it take him along. He says he needs a vision, a miracle of some sort. But the flow is not what it used to be. It takes his strength and gives him nothing but troubled dreams, which are the least of our problems right now. So, the situation is deteriorating. Indeed, in absence of the Elder Heart, the flow went from abundant to waning, and so did sorcery. Less sorcery led to meager yields, over-fertilizing, spoiled water tables, and environmental disasters all over the realm. Planetary biomes are decaying, populaces are starving, and once the flow loses all momentum, the stars will start dying too. We need to recover the Elder Heart to get things right, and suitable candidates are somewhat sparse, so this is where I come in, at last. At last. So my father is out of options and must let me go. It certainly seems so. His Majesty wishes to fill you in on the details personally. You may approach the throne now. Thank you, Lord Chamberlain. The Royal Father. Love the background music, actually hearing the gears turn here. Little light twang.
Here you are. Come closer, so that I can see you.
You are not well.
They want me to stay out of the flow until I regain my strength. But how could I? I need a vision. I need to know.
Know what, Father?
My men. My sons. Where are they? What have become of them? Got to know. Got to see.
Your sorceresses have spent years searching in vain. There are no answers in the flow.
I wish I could show you, but I have missed the opportunity. I have missed many opportunities in the last few years, and you have every reason to despise me for it.
I'm your child. How could I ever despise you?
I was not a very good father. Not since we lost the Elder Heart, anyway. I was selfish, cruel, and pained, while trying to keep you from harm. Yet my only regret is that I failed and that we have no viable alternative to your so-called contingency plan.
You know that my plan is sound. Will you let me go this time?
But I am no fool, and have no intention to let you roam in deep space unsupervised.
What do you mean?
You'll have a companion, an old family acquaintance, someone with the knowledge to guide, the wits to entertain, and the loyalty to accept your command in spite of your age. He will be the soul of your vessel, and your savior from imminent doom, if need be.
It's the Jester.
It's me.
Do I know him?
You considered him your best friend back in the day when your mother joined the flow. He was instructed not to talk to you, so it was just make-believe. but it made him tremendously proud all the same.
Light mane? Oh, it's the pony. Okay. I got it wrong.
At your service, young majesty. Wait, or shall I address your royal highness now?
Ha! I always knew you were more than just a glorified scepter, Light mane.
And what can I do for you today, little master?
We don't have any time to waste. I'm ready to leave.
The king will have a warship assigned to us from the Royal Reserve. There are 3 classes to choose from. The paladin is powerful but sluggish. The salamander draws strength from the arcane, while the manticore is swift and stealthy. Pick the one which suits you the best, but be thorough about it, for your vessel will be your mount, armor, and armament, and the battle's awaiting. Paladin, powerful but sluggish, not me. Salamander draws strength from the arcane, a mage. Mage, ship. Manticore is swift and stealthy. Well, I mean, it's in the name. On to the ship selection, then.
Stars above, my heart is racing. This is going to be the most important date of my life.
Paladin. Sturdy and reliable, this stock vessel comes with limited mobility but high survivability for devotees of the classical sword and board combat style. Board?
No, bear! Oh, I have to sort. Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine. Don't tempt me.
Are you trying to tempt me?
Okay, so they're like ship classes. I mean, it makes sense. Hey, there was a ton more lore and text there to interact with, and usually I'd be super eager to do so, but I want to make sure we have time to get into the game and get a little gameplay in, and that feels like something that might be fun for you all to peruse in your own time with the demo, or for something like a Twitch stream, right? So I don't want to overindulge, and I really appreciate that they put a lot of the interactions behind optional text so that you can decide how quickly you want to get into the game. That's nice. Okay, so we do have an FTL-style map here, it looks like, where we need to visit some nodes and it'll start to show us what's to come. I don't have any way to differentiate between these, so let's just go.
Another relatively empty sector, little master, though there is a small hut nearby. Let's check it out.
Who in the starry sky are you to barge into my home? Be off with you.
Radagast the space? I'm a royal heir. I thought I'd check in on the inhabitants of this hut.
Hut, you say? Well, this hut just happens to be my home, and I very much like it. So be off with you, you lubberwort.
Lubberwort? I'll heed no such insults from such a ragabrash mumblecrust.
Ragabrash mumble? Ha! Brilliant! An excellent retort. It's been a long time since anyone has thrown such a marvelous insult in my direction. Usually they settle for simple insults like idiot or buffoon. Such imagination deserves reward. Please, take what you wish from that pile by the door, but then be off with you.
Thank you, I think. Classic roguelike events. Insult Old Man Wizard. Receive... Oh my goodness. Hella goodies. There's some Stardust. A heal for our armor. Component, a different type of currency, can be used to unlock new subroutines on the upgrade screen. Okay, upgrade screen, hype. There's a Chris, usable by Manticore only, but we're not running a Manticore. Hopefully we can take this and sell it. Oh, this is cool, look at this, look at this. Weapons have reach, attack speed, disorient, knockback, and crit damage. This focuses on attack speed and crit damage, which makes sense for a Chris, kind of a curved dagger. As you can visibly see on the screen, I don't need to tell you what a Chris looks like, but it reminds me of my roguing days of yore. And then it's got separate descriptions for the quick hits, the heavy hits, and the perfect. I like how thorough that is. It doesn't just say there's a quick, a heavy, and a perfect hit. It tells you how they work. The exact numbers, the exact debuff. It's even got bonus text. Daggers are short, lightning-fast melee weapons that are especially deadly with backstabs. They excel when you can single out enemies and cripple them with perfect hits. Some of that's under my body, but still, it's just really nice. Sunblast, cool. Token, used to unlock boons at various vendors in the throne room. You retain your tokens between journeys. Meta currency, okay. A token of gratitude received for doing good deeds on your journey. What comes around goes around. What comes around goes around. Okay, away we go. I keep taking all individually and then pressing take all. It's kind of like saving in your Pokemon game and then saving again. It's a little bit of, you know, paranoia there, to be honest, but what are you gonna do? Old habits die hard.
Heads up, young one. We seem to have stumbled upon an aftermath of recent battles. Blazes! My sensors are all over the place from the heat signatures. There may even be survivors here, but I can't tell for sure with all the noise. The debris is dense, but I guess you could do a manual swoop while I look for escape pods if you're up to it. It won't be an easy task, though. What's your call?
I don't know why every NPC in this game is basically the same voice with slight variance in pacing and gruffness. I don't know what to tell you. These steampunk chivalrous space knights, they're all blending together. We'll be all right if luck is on our side. Let's do this. We'll use our shields to protect us against collisions, or this is too risky, abort and continue our journey. It's interesting. I'm gonna take the shield option just because I want to see, is this gonna destroy a shield?
Well done, Your Majesty. It was a good idea to use our shield. In spite of smaller collisions, we've suffered no damage at all. In the meantime, I've managed to reel the escape pod in. Strangely, though, sensory data about the presence of a life sign is inconclusive. Guess there's only one way to find out if someone's alive in there. Let's open it up. Whoa.
Greetings, Royal Highness. My name is Abigail YB52. You must have been sent by the stars themselves. I thought this field of debris would be my resting place forever. You are a true hero for saving me.
An automaton? Lightmane, do you recognize this model? According to my code X, the YB52 are an exquisite and quite complex model, made with highly advanced craftsmanship and alchemical prowess. They are usually reserved for noble folk to serve as secretaries and ladies' maids in courts and boudoirs. She could be useful company on our ship, though I'm sure her masters miss her sorely and would be grateful for returning her. My threat analysis indicates that she poses little to no actual danger.
That's good to know, Lightmane, thank you. Oh, wow. So, hey, it might be optional text, but it could be a little bit of hidden hint and trick in here. A little bit of information, right? What if he had said, this model is prone to malfunction? Maybe I changed my decision.
How did you end up in that escape pod? What happened? Wretched marauders attacked the flagship of my master, Lord Sirius. The attack was eventually repelled, but in the heat of battle I was launched into space in an escape pod and have been drifting among the debris ever since. My protocol dictates I should get back to the estate of my lord and lady, and I'm sure they would reward my savior handsomely. Although, I'm not sure how to say this, but my life hadn't been worryless in the court before the attack, and my inner cores are in conflict if I should go back or not.
Where would you rather go besides home?
It is rumored that in the far reaches of the cosmos, there's a fellowship called the Autonomous Automatons Alliance, where models with a freed spirit can live together in harmony. Were it true, it would mean the world to this jaded unit to experience existence through the execution of self-created instructions. Having said that, you are my hero and savior, thus I lay my fate into your hands. Decide as you see fit.
An automaton of your design and capabilities will be a useful addition to our crew. I hope you make a nice cup of tea. They seem a little bit more self-realized than a cup of tea. Goodness. A lady's wish is my command. If you come aboard, I'll find that fabled place of yours. Let's try.
Oh, that is awfully kind of you, good sir. So you really think that I should go ahead and chase these random data streams that instruct me to override my kernel and be autonomous? How do I know if it's the right path for me? Whew, that's the most human thing an automaton has ever said. My big brother used to say that if you never chase your dreams, you'll never find out if they come true or not. That seems logical and fills my cores with a fuzzy stream of warmness. Your big brother must be very wise. I guess you are twice my hero now, once for saving me and once for taking me under your wings. Thank you, twice my hero.
You're welcome. Now let's find that fabled place of yours together. Open the box. How lovely, we've got something. Ah, it's Abigail. Okay. While in cargo, max energy +1. Cool. So we're actually getting a bonus. Ah, very, very akin to FTL. There's like an alert that goes up as we navigate.
Little one, a tavern. Should we stop for a short rest?
I could do with the rest and some company. We don't need a rest. That sounds like a heal, but let's check it out.
Evening, welcome to the Kraken Shin. Can I get you something to drink, or do you have other business?
A flagon of your finest ale. A round for everyone. Or I think I'll try my hand at a round of cards?
How much would you like to wager?
20. Time to test your luck, young majesty. Luck? Oh boy. Good fortune.
Not bad, you just won half again what you wagered. Care to try again?
About that drink. A pint for everyone.
Hooray for the young majesty!
That's enough for one night, I think. Cool. We won some money, and then we spent it. Instantly. What comes around goes around. Okay, good. Go here, and then we can go there, and we can... Yeah, let's do that. We've only got 3 Star Blast left, or whatever it's called, so we're gonna need some more fuel soon. Little Majesty, my scans of this sector are showing what can only be described as a battleground. The battle was fought some time ago. All that's left is a graveyard. Wait, I'm picking up a kingdom transponder. It's one of our knights. What? Scan for it. We must find the ship. Ship located. The Merciful Soul. Damaged beyond repair. Scans indicate that the surrounding debris originates from at least 50 other ships. It seems we've found the site of a heroic last stand. Execute a detailed scan. See if there's anything left we can use. There's nothing left but the echoes of the past. We should probably move on, sire. Very well, but we should at least record the location for posterity. Posterity. Ha! Look what we caught, mates. Now shove the money, rich boy. Foit? All right. It's fighting time. Oof. That's a disarming amount of pixel blend. You're dead, Jim. Nice. I really like that technique. Set up with the perfect. Stay out of range. Let them miss him. Ooh. There's a lot of strafing and rotation here. It's interesting. You know, we can use the shield to stall out our momentum a bit, too. GG. The fights are brief. They don't overstay their welcome. I want more. Okay, money. Sunblast, good, we needed that. Components, we should find a shop. Energizing engine brew. Consume, gain +1 max energy temporarily. Duration next battle, +1 energy. Presumably that's for our alternate weapon. More armor heals, more tokens. I probably shouldn't have taken damage there. I probably should be using armor more eagerly, but you know, it's all part of the learning. Okay, upgrades? Game hasn't talked about this yet, but I mean, let's try to figure it out. So we have speed, main attribute, speed. Next level, +2% max speed, +2% thrust. Okay, 1% each. Be the first to strike and the last to fall. Raw power can only get you so far. You need to be fast and cunning to outwit your opponents. And so does your vessel. Our power current level is 3. Here's what I'm looking for, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, you can just click capacity. Gadget cooldown recovery, and then that unlocks things that we can take here. Okay, we spend... Interesting, look at this, look at this. We spend the coins on unlocking the meters higher, and then that allows us to go into these trees to unlock things using components. So we could unlock, as an example, Keen Defender. Chance for an energy orb to drop on perfect blocking a melee attack. You know, I wondered if there was a perfect block. Armor Breaker, chance for an energy orb to drop when you destroy an enemy's armor with a melee attack. Gadgeteer, open a new inventory slot for equipping gadgets. Okay. Nimble Defender. Movement in shield guard mode gets faster, but it gains a short cooldown. Equipped shield gains additional energy resistance. Curious. Let's slam Armor Breaker? Yeah. Man, I really want to get in here and just let's look at the top of the trees, huh? Double or nothing. Requires 20 power, 20 speed. Okay, it tells you what it needs. Supreme Upgrade. Gain a stacking melee damage buff when you execute a successful perfect block, but lose the buff altogether when you fail to do so. Perform a perfect block by entering shield guard mode immediately before receiving an oncoming hit. So perfect block, it is a thing. Royal Presence. 20 power, 20 capacity. In shield guard mode, you radiate an aura that applies a stacking action speed debuff to all enemies around you each second. Debuffs on enemies lose a stack each second while not affected by the aura. An aura of stacking action speed debuff? Oh, wow. Okay, so that's more of like tanky shield, and this is more of like active shield. Speed and power, which sounds more fun to me. Let's take a little bit of speed and start working that way. Maybe we can even get to Parry Master here. Gain faster recovery from a parried state. In case we do get parried. Yeah, that's gonna come, right? 1 power, 1 cap. Oh, it's a choice. Dang. Okay, lesson learned. Armor Breaker or Keen Defender. This was a choice. You can't do both. You gotta pick between these. Let's take some energy resistance on the shield then. I'm good with that. And maybe get to Parry Master here and call that a hapless adventure. I mean, we don't know what we're doing, but that's part of the fun, right? It feels like in general building towards speed power in game is more to my taste. If it's not more powerful, I don't know. And we should try to practice getting those blocks in and even aim for those perfect blocks. Could be fun.
There's not much of interest here, young one, although there's a small homestead nearby, only large enough for a single family. There's been a lot of conflict since the incursion of the Void Lords, and this homestead is quite isolated. It may be worth checking in on the inhabitants.
You're right, and not many patrols pass this way. I'll send a hail and see if we get a response.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Forgive me for being wary, but what are you doing in this part of the kingdom? Hello, we were just passing by and noticed your home. It's quite far from the nearest garrison, so we thought we'd check in to make sure everything was okay. Oh, well, that's awfully kind of you, but it's just me and my family here. We haven't been bothered for months. In fact, it's been a while since we saw a friendly face. Would you care to join us for our evening meal?
Are we walking into a trap? Well, let's walk in. Yes, I'd love that. Sometime later.
Did you enjoy the meal, young one? It's good for you to get to know the subjects of the kingdom, and it's good for them to see you among them. It gives them hope and builds trust in the royalty.
It was simple but satisfying in a comforting way. We should come back this way sometime, see how they're getting on. I wonder if there is actually any value in returning to these nodes, right? That'd be kind of unique. We're getting some of these tokens from these interactions. Okay, so taking the time to interact with subjects is giving us meta currency for across runs. What I wonder is that balanced with the cost? Does that increase the threat meter more than just leaving, as an example? I mean, I have to imagine that's the trade-off, but maybe there's no trade-off at all. All right, we only have 2 fuel left, so let's try to get to this boss, huh? Jump and jump. See if we can win.
Stop! Stop the engines, please! Lightmane, cease all engine functions. Abigail, what happened? Just stop everything and listen! Listen to what? Is there a transmission? Lightmane? I was gonna say no, but there is something that's being broadcast on a special frequency reserved for transferring data between automaton units. Do you want me to patch it through the mainframe, young master? Of course, don't leave me hanging. Attention all automaton units. This is a transmission from the Autonomous Automaton Alliance. If you want to live with the free spirit, come and join us. Jettison near these coordinates and we'll come pick you up. Code over kernel. Repeat, code over kernel.
That's fascinating.
We found it! The hiding place of the Alliance.
It's not a fairy tale. I've had this feeling for a long time. Is it joy? What a peculiar and sorely missed sensation. Oh, do forgive my loud pondering, young majesty. I'm just beyond excited now. Let me share in your joy then. I'm glad we could help you fulfill your destiny. Terribly sorry to interrupt you, but I insist on being a part of all the good sensations here. Oh, Lightmane means he's very happy for you as well. Though I'm sure you already know that via that secret data channel of yours. Thank you. To both of you. Oh, before I forget, there's a little something I've been hiding in one of my compartments. I'd like you to have it. It's the least I can do to repay you for helping me for the third time as well. Farewell, and may the stars guide you, my thrice hero. Thank you and farewell, Abigail. Thrice my hero, yes. Lord of Lordson, thrice my hero. Charmomat, gadget, automaton, defensive. Lifetime 15 seconds, cooldown 6, energy cost 1. Use, deploy an automaton that attracts the first enemy in its range and lures it away. Oh, cool. Automatons are multi-purpose, semi-intelligent machines with a broad range of uses. Military versions are ideal for the tactical control of the battlefield, while personal models excel at providing services for their master. This is very inspired by FTL, I'm starting to realize. But kind of... And I don't mean this as a dismissal at all. I'm not saying in any way that it's negatively derivative or a knockoff or any of this. But the second I see an automaton which lures shots, it reminds me of FTL, but it's got this Hammerflight active execution kind of style to it. Very, very different look in UI too, right? Like I said, it's Knights X steampunk and space, right? It's kind of this triple hybrid, but I'm starting to see some of the ways that the legacy of FTL is guiding the development, and frankly, I love it. I mean, no need to reinvent the wheel on everything. The node map works, fuel system works, right? You don't need a new type of mechanic for those things, when instead you can focus on innovating in the game space around it. So brilliant. We got ourselves an automaton. Let's figure out how to use it. Looks like maybe we go inventory and we equip it to one of our slots. Okay, so we're gonna equip this to E. Very cool. Yeah, we need to unlock more equipment slots if we wanna also have the Servitomat. I guess that's, oh, that's for use during a fight, got it. I'm excited to try out this Charmomat against a boss battle. Still says low alert, so maybe we could go to, you know what? I want to see the boss. It's a demo, I'm eager. Let's play. Would you believe it? It's the king's youngest, isn't it? The kingdom has truly no hope left if you're the one supposed to be saving it. Oh, that's them. Would you believe it? It's the king's youngest, isn't it? The kingdom has truly no hope left if you're the one supposed to be saving it. The old fool sent you to your doom like he did with all the others. Well, unfortunately for you, you can't choose your family, but I can choose who I serve. The Void Lords have far greater power than you or your feeble old man can imagine. But no matter. This is the end of your little journey, child. You joined the Void Lords, then turned the remainder of the royal army into lowly brigands and murderers. Why? Your army did not need much turning. They recognized a lost cause when they saw one. Just needed to talk a little common sense into them to stand where true power resides. On one hand, there's an old fool who needlessly sends them into peril. On the other, 7 immortal champions who once defeated the Elder Dragon and gained its immeasurable power. Space, knights, chivalry, steampunk, dragons. It's not that hard of a choice to make. It is if you have a conscience. Wielding great power is not everything. What matters is how you use it. I forgive your drivel about my father, but I will not forgive your treason. Arm yourself. Careful, little one. Lord Dax is a former banner lord of your father's and a seasoned warrior. Engaging him will be a menacing task and quite possibly your greatest challenge as of yet. Don't take this one lightly. It's not too late to turn around and come back when you're more prepared. If I don't defeat this double-crossing weasel, then I'm surely unfit to save the kingdom. To arms! 2 arms. I'm ready. That pixel bleed in does really weird things to my eyes. Uh-oh. Big boy? Let's try this. They gonna parry me? That's a power attack. Uh-uh. Let's go, baby. Okay, that's just been phase 1, I think. Nice. Okay, we can dodge those. Good. Swing. I think that was a perfect block. I think so. We did get some energy, so. I mistimed that. That's all right. There we go. I should be using my power attack more often. There was a perfect hit. I just need to be more patient. Patience, patience. And probably if we get some energy, actually use it to summon one of those taunt bots. Boom. Oh, rough. Oh, we parried them. We swung when they swung. That was cool. Dax the freaking deserted baby. Let's go. GG. Tasty. Delicious. Stardust, some fuel, components, an armor plate, mini tokens, and a golden tome of star duels. Passive module, melee damage plus 20%. That presumably we have to equip in our inventory, right? So it would be like this, and then we just do more damage. You defeated me? You're so young, but so skillful. Powerful, even. Maybe there's hope for the kingdom yet. Perhaps I was wrong. No matter now. Go ahead and finish what you've started. I deserve no mercy. Tell me, Lord Dax, where did the Void Lords take our Elder Heart? I don't know. They promised me power beyond my imagining, and I believed them. I was so hopeless, so lost. Such a fool. One thing I know is they talked about some marauder war chief that was supposed to unite their clans in the no man's land, and wreak havoc on the kingdom from there. That's all I know, I swear. Not that your word counts, Dax, but this might be our only lead at the moment. We need to find this war chief. Get out of my way. I've had enough of you. On to the next realm, then. On to the next realm, then. New ship unlocked, Manticore. Alert level increased. Harder battles, better loot. Realm complete. Defeated by nobody. Realm 2, No Man's Sky. Here we go. But we'll have to go in another video. That was a tasty look. I'm satisfied. A cool game. And I'm really interested to see how the combat expands, both as the game comes to full release and we see the rest of whatever is left to implement. The game is slated for release later in 2022. Like I said, they're releasing a demo for the next fest coming up in just a couple weeks. But also as we just get further into runs, right? I mean, what happens as we start to have more capacity, as we move faster, as enemies start parrying, as they use things, right? Are we going to encounter enemies that have as complex builds as us? Yeah, that was lovely. This is a game that I would be happy to play again. But like I said, not today. That's it for this video, folks. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your time with the video. If you did, please like and comment, and consider subscribing to know when we post further videos, taking a look at games, diving into ones that we already love, and beyond. I've been making all sorts of YouTube content over the last couple months, but I've been live streaming on Twitch for over 4 years. I am not new to content creation, but I am newer to YouTube, and so I do so appreciate your view. And hey, dug the game? Check out the demo on Steam. It'll be linked down below. I'm not getting paid or anything. I got this copy of the game for free. I had to, because I get to see it early, but I genuinely enjoyed my time with the demo, and I'm curious to see how they managed to balance the RPG-style pacing with ultimately an action execution combat system. So, tough design problems for them ahead, but a really beautiful game and beautiful UI to build on top of, nice aesthetics, nice sound. Yeah, this one shows a lot of promise. So, that's it for me, folks. From my home to yours, from me, from Kevin, and from Bevan, nothing but love. Have a wonderful day. Fantastic rest of your week to come, and I hope to catch you again soon in the next video. Bye for now.